You can chat what you want to chat. I'm not chatting no foolishness. I'm telling you what empathy is. Different from sympathy. What you what you are talking about, politics, media, is sympathy. You cannot be empathetic if you have not lived the experience. You cannot. That's just a fact. And that is why Jesus turned up at the tomb of Lazarus. When he sent the disciples, that's sympathy. When he turned up at the tomb, that's empathy. Empathy is being there. It's experience. You cannot be empathetic to hunger if you have never been hungry. You can be sympathetic, but not empathetic. You cannot be empathetic to brokenness if you have never been broken. And that is why in the Bible, you know, evil Christians go through brokenness. It is the flesh. It is so that they can be empathetic to other people's suffering. Oh, brother, don't let me preach here. You know, I went into the supermarket once. I went into the supermarket. Hallelujah. Amen. And when I was at the cashier, I saw a lady cashing out some things, Lasco and things, and you could see that she never had the money. And the cashier said, "Ma'am, this is," and she says, "I don't have it." She's gonna put back the things on the shelf. And I said to her, "No." I said, "I'll pay for it. I will pay for it, ma'am." You know why? I know that. I've lived that experience. I lived that experience. And several times I go to the supermarket and see people, I put back things on the shelf. And I said, "No, ma'am, you take that." You can't tell me that. Okay? I've taken off my shoes and given to people without shoes. I'll take my shirt off. You want me to take my shirt off? I'll take my shirt off and give to a man that is naked. For I've lived that. Empathy is experience. Experience. You can be sympathetic. It's a totally different thing about empathetic. And I'm saying to my listeners that wholeness has empathy. Empathy. Empathy and understanding. Because his ability to connect is a lived experience. It's a lived experience. And he's able to do that with people from various backgrounds. I admire wholeness for this. To sit down, oh my God. Because I couldn't do it. To have all these people come throw themselves at me. I've never seen this man shrugged off a Jamaican. Sometimes I wonder, them people here smell good? No, seriously. I wonder if them brush them teeth. Them are going to talk up into the man's face. I've never seen him, I've never seen him with a frown. Like say, no, this is the Prime Minister, for Christ's sake. The man with the highest office in the land. So humble. So humble. I've never seen him with a frown. No matter if you're dirty, if you not smell good, because some of them people you must have a little, you know, you know what, to list the body still. But some of them people here, they run out and then sweat up. They couldn't do it. Me couldn't do it. And this prime minister, note it, prime. He's the minister of ministers, the top dog in the house. The man, when he walks into the cabinet room, his ministers stand up, finds himself down to the level of the people and move among the menials, the children, the old ladies, the old men, the girls, the boys, the farmers with them dirty hand. You ever see Holiness not put out him clean, nice hand to shake those dirty hands, the people of the people? Come on, man. This man has got something going for him. It's my listeners asked me to go through this, you know, so you can talk. They say that I have to go through it. It's an empathetic approach that is causing that. That is not learned. That's lived. Empathy is not something you learn. Empathy is something you live. Because when you go through it, that's what Jesus says. You are touched with the feelings of the people's infirmity. That is what is happening to Holiness. It's not an emotional thing, you know. It's deeper than emotions. It's a spiritual connection that you develop with people and what they are going through. Those are the people that do better in leadership, not management. Because Golden may be a very good manager. I don't know. But leader is a different kettle of fish. Leadership is not learned in a classroom. It's learned through experience. Because you have to be able to connect with people. You know, many managers, CEOs, they're good managers. But they're not good leaders, you know. There's what you call servant leadership. Servant leadership says, if the floor is dirty, we'll mop it together. And you husbands, you should learn this. You hear? You're a husband. You're a husband watching me tonight. You should learn this. To love your wife is not to ask her to go prepare the meal. It's to go and do it. To love your wife is not to complain how the place dirty. How the house so dirty. No. You pick the mop up and you start cleaning that house. To love your wife is not to complain because you touch her and she said, baby, me tired. No. It's to get some soothing thing and make sure she's okay. So you come home from work and there's no dinner. The dinner not ready. And you vex? You're not ready. Are you not ready? Are you not ready? But that's not love. Love is you put on the pot. And ladies, if you have husbands that behave like that, they're not good. They're not ready. They're not ready. Like, the clothes no wash. And the clothes no iron. No. No, you plug in that iron and you start ironing clothes. You turn on that washing machine and you start wash them clothes. All right? I'm going to show you something here. My time is my time is almost going. You see, during COVID-19, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to speak this. Charisma, God blessed Jamaica to have had a Andrew Holness during COVID. This nation was blessed that Holness was the Prime Minister of Jamaica during the COVID-19 pandemic. May I tell you that, and I believe I speak as a prophet when I tell you that God, knowing that a pandemic was going to hit the world, blessed this little island with that boy from Spanish Town. His empathy saved lives in Jamaica. And I'm going to tell you this. It is from that time that many Jamaicans developed an appreciation for him. How he managed, not very experienced at the time, but how he steered this nation through the COVID-19 pandemic. That alone should give him a third term. Well, that's my view. You can have your views if you want. When I say that, I am telling you that out of a heart of pure appreciation. That you may not know it, but that was a divine appointment. Because if he was not at the wheel, remember me tell you that, it would be a different thing. You remember Hurricane Beryl? Because he showed a sensitivity to the struggles of Jamaicans. And that has fostered a sense of understanding and shared experience. Time is not going to allow me tonight to take you where I want to take you, because what I want to tell you is about what your experience here is, what is called in psychology identity. That the people of Jamaica, the Jamaicans, they identify with him. What you see happening there needs to be properly analyzed, psychoanalyzed, so that you understand what is happening. It is empathy first, because it's shared experience. Not sympathy, it's shared. And then it's relatability. Because as a leader who has navigated challenges and achieved successes, he's a relatable figure. Remember, many people listening tonight here eat your hearts out if you must. There has been no other leader in Jamaica that has had to manage challenges and has had the success that this man has had. It has been an amazing thing. I must tell you the truth. It's amazing. A pandemic, worst in 100 years, and you still grow the economy. You don't lay off no public sector workers. You cut poverty. You reduce crime. You created almost 300,000 jobs. You have had hurricanes to manage, not to manage the debt. Come on. What you are seeing is relatability. And you notice that the relatability is especially among the younger generations. You know why? They are not tribal. Young people are not tribal like some of you old people. Who not tribal. Some of you old people who not too tribal. Children are not tribal. That's why they can show genuine appreciation and love. Because them not tribal. Some of you not just tribal. Nothing good can done in the country. Want to stay with a party. All right. So then, that is what is happening. Let me see what this man I go say. I take up one. It's 4 minutes after 9 o'clock. I go until about 9:15. I have a lot more to say. I might pick it up tomorrow. I'm not stay with nobody long tonight. Hello, sir. Hello? Hello, sir.
Yes, Mr. Neighbor. Me hear ya say
Mr. Neighbor.
the good. Me hear ya say how much good Angeles doing up in the pandemic. Which good Angeles do in the pandemic? Lock up people in a house, charge people for much hundreds of thousands of dollars for no wear mask. For go party. If you go party, them charge you how much hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then him and him friend them in a uptown a drink champagne and wine while him lock down the people in the house. And I him here talk about the good in a pandemic. What you really are talk about?
That's your contribution, sir?
Yeah, because I give him big credit for pandemic.
No.
I mean, experience pandemic.
Are you listening? Are you listening,
I am
sir?
listening.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm listening. I am saying that
Let
I
me
am
ask
a person who experienced the pandemic.
But brethren, I heard what you said. Now, I want to pick apart your statement and show you how the absurdity of it. Are you ready?
No matter what you're going to say, you're just trying to pretty up Andrew Holness thing. You get me? I say everybody knows say Andrew Holness is not good for the country. Andrew Holness is a deceiver.
All right.
That man just come for just deceive people. Andrew Holness is a deceiver.
No. When you speak in absolute sir, then you don't make much sense. Everybody don't know that. Everybody don't know say that happened. You don't have to do that. You may not agree with wholeness, but you don't have to say everybody knows say. That is not true. Right now, as I'm speaking to you, there are hundreds of people admiring him with Crystal Lee. You don't agree, sir, but not everybody, okay? So don't say everybody knows say. That don't make no sense at all. The point I am making to you, sir, is that this country went through a pandemic. The leader of the country during the time of the pandemic was Wholeness. Mr. Sir, go and look at the records of all Caribbean islands. Jamaica was rated as one of the countries that managed best the pandemic. Who did it? Is Mark Golding do it, sir? And let me ask you a question. People were dying because it's an airborne virus. What was the Prime Minister to do? Lockdowns were all over the world. You couldn't travel. It's not wholeness, lock it down. And that is what leadership is about. It may not be popular. We save lives. Now, let's not be unreasonable here. Let's not be unreasonable. What I am trying to help my listeners to understand is what is happening on the ground. Why are children crying when they see him? Isa? Because we don't see nobody cry when they see Mr. Golden. And that's what I'm trying to understand. I am just trying to understand why. And I am saying to you, relatability could be one of the reasons. Empathy, I dealt with that. Now I am at relatability. And people relating to him, sir. Now, clearly, you wouldn't want him to win. You would want Mr. Golden to be Prime Minister. And that's fine. We don't have no problem with that. We don't have a problem with that, you know.
I think that,
but he is seen as a, I'm asking, he's seen as a relatable figure.
I think that Andrew Olin,
sir, you see the children them. Do you see the children them crying to see him, sir? You see that?
Several times. Several times I see that.
Yeah, why you think that
several times I see the children them run to Mark Golden
and cry? And cry? Do they cry?
Cry? What do you mean by cry?
Bawl, holla.
What is it that they are crying for? Maybe them just a cry for, maybe them just a cry because they are in need of certain things, and them see someone that can give them whatever they want. So them just crying for sympathize. You understand?
They are crying for sympathy. They are crying for sympathy, sir.
Right, that's what they are crying for.
Why are you sympathizing? Why are you being simplistic on a matter that is so important? Why would they be crying for sympathy?
Because most of the children them and people across the country, they are suffering.
Oh, they are suffering.
Hungry.
Okay.
Them have nothing. So when they see Andrew Olin come around now, they must say, "Wow." Someone come around now that can help them and give them what they want.
Okay.
So he travels. So they will have to cry. They will have to cry for sympathy. They will have to cry so that Andrew Olin can sympathize and said, "Okay, then I'm going to help you."
You know,
that's the way how I feel.
I never heard.
That is the way how I feel when they're talking about children is crying to see Andrew Olin. They're crying because they want sympathy. From Andrew Olin. They want sympathize from Andrew Olin. They want things.
Okay. I've never thought about it like that, you know, so I'm going to have to look into it. So let me ask you a question. You think he's traveling around with food to give them? Like, you think?
No, they will think that
they think a Santa Claus
traveling with something to give them.
A Santa Claus.
They will always think that type of way. They will think that he's traveling with things, whether with money or whatever. They just need something. The children them and people them just wanted a things. Because Jamaican people hungry right now. Hungry. So you know see where people
boy, I tell you something.
Have money, prosperity, and all these things. You know see the prosperity. Where is the prosperity? We want to talk about. Where is the prosperity? It's just the Jamaica Labour Party people them alone experience prosperity. That more want to know. Where is the prosperity that this man Andrew Olin say in a Jamaica? Wait there. There's a lot of people hungry, got in bed several nights without food. There's a lot of people out there now no live nowhere. I saw some people come on social media the other day on a program, and the lady saying that she must get burned up in a house or something like that, and she need a house. And there, I think she lives in one of the JLP constituencies.
I'm going to have to move on. Caller, I'm going to have to move on a little though. But are you available tomorrow to have a discussion on this?
Yeah, man, I always available because me have to
I'm
speak
gonna
the
ask you
truth.
to. Can I
Me
ask you
not
to?
fight against listen me now, me
No,
not
no,
fight
no.
against Andrew
No,
Holness
I gave
or
you two
anything
minutes to
like that.
talk. I
But
gave you 2 minutes to talk. Hold on, no, sir. Hold on. I'm gonna ask you to do something for me. You see, please. You see poverty, sir. You see poverty. If you are going to come up here and talk about poverty, be careful. If you're going to come up here and talk about hunger, be careful, sir.
I'm
It's
just
not.
talking of what I'm
No,
seeing.
no, sir. It's
It's what
not a
I'm seeing across the country.
may I tell you this, sir? May I tell you this? Inflation during the 90s went as high as 70%. 70. There was poverty in Jamaica to the point that it was palpable. You know, sir, you sound like a man that knows the street. You should go back and listen to some of the music. Poor people fed up. The system shake up. Morgan Heritage sang a song. You see anything to smile about, sir? You know them song there?
Of course I do know the. Of course
Do
we
you
know
know?
them song
Do
there.
you know? Do you know? Do you know why they were written? My brother, I spent.
Them sing them song on behalf
Let me
of
tell you this.
what is
I
going
spent.
on.
Let me tell you this.
Them
I
sing them
spent
song on
30.
behalf of what
Yeah,
is going on in the country.
absolutely, my Jamaican brother. You're my neighbor. Hold on, man. You know, I spent 13 years in the inner city, sir. And you know what I do for more than 15 years, sir? I took boys off the streets or from poor homes. Don't tell me about poverty, brother. And I'm going to tell you this. Don't make people fool you.
So
Listen to me.
are you used to run the homes up at Chapelton?
No, well, listen to me. Not tell me about nothing. Just listen to me. You know me, you know. Me can't talk to you. There is a, send me your number. I'll talk to you off the air. Because clearly somebody has said something to you that brainwash you. Propaganda. You hear me tell you something, sir?
No, man,
Don't.
it's not. It's not propaganda, man. Something
Propaganda.
that I really
Yes.
experience.
Mr. Friend, my friend, let me tell you this. There was a time in Jamaica when inflation the cost of increase of goods 70%. 70, sir. Okay? Today, my brother, in Jamaica, there are more people working in Jamaica today than ever before. Not misses so. And me know say if you go ask Mr. Golden, I'm going to tell you the same thing, that there are more people employed in Jamaica today than at any time in our history. The last time we had so many people employed was in 1865, before
And I am going
slavery
to
was.
ask you now, where are those people employed? Because me up on the ground, right
You're
now.
on the ground. You want a job.
I mean, I know a lot of people right now when I employ. I mean, know a lot of people right now that cry to get work.
All right, put on their name. Do you want a job, sir?
Me?
You're working? Yes.
I am a self-employment person.
Okay, you see all the
I
people
don't
then
work for, I don't work for no one.
All the people then where you say now work or now they can't get work or them now look for work. Send us their information. Write down their name and their number and send it to Politics Plus and see if we not get work for them in 2 weeks. I beg you do that. I challenge
But they
you
said
to
that they go out and look work and they didn't get any work.
You have any of them their number?
Several
No?
places.
All right. Can you ask one of them, one of the people that will now work? Can call me? No?
So can I ask you a question? What kind of work is available in Jamaica right now? What kind of work?
Well, brother, it depends on what they're trained to do. But you know, sir, today, one man come to me. They are constructing a bridge close to me, and they can't find workers, laborers. Can't find laborers, sir.
But maybe it's because of the minimum wages pay that they are getting. Yeah, some
And you know what the
people
minimum, and you
that
know what the
when work
minimum, and you know
with no
what, sir,
minimum
you know what
wage.
the minimum wage was 9 years ago? $6,200.
Yeah, but when it was at 6,000, people could live with that $6,000. You could go to
You
the
are wrong.
supermarket.
You are,
You
you
could
are,
mind your family.
I have said, sir, you are wrong, sir. You know, I have said that the story, my God, the story in Jamaica needs to be told, and our people must be lifted up. They must be lifted up. It's not true, sir. It's not
Listen
true.
to me, I say, Mr. Neighbor. Listen to me, I say.
All right,
You see, when time the minimum wages, they 6,000 something another dollar.
No, it's not true,
tell
sir.
no lie. Me not gonna tell no lie. When the money did the 6,000 $16,000 value. It did more value than now.
$16,200 can buy more patties today. No, $16,000 can buy more patties today than what it could in 20s. That is
$16,000 cannot even half a trolley. No matter of fact, not even quarter a trolley in a supermarket. And I remembered when the minimum wages did $6,000, and I could go to the supermarket and I could actually have a trolley with goods.
Let me ask you a question. If the PNP wins the election, will food prices be reduced?
Well, I couldn't answer that question, because they will have to get in power and sort out that first.
But
me not gonna tell you say yes. If they come in a power, food price are gonna go down.
Patty could drop.
Maybe it can go down, but they will have to settle themselves in the thing and analyze out how they're gonna bring it down.
Come back tomorrow. All right. Nice talking to you.
Okay.
Respect. Let's take care of yourself, comrade.
Okay then.
Cool. Bye-bye, man. Cool. Well, it's 20 minutes after 9 o'clock where I am. What time is it where you are?
Oh gosh, I can't. Believe me, hi. Boy, I tell you something. This is all very exciting. Oh God.
All right, let's get back up to good night to you, sir. All right, my friend from the People's National Party. We have to listen to them sometimes, All right, so we talk about empathy, relatability, and then the whole matter of hope. It's an underestimated thing, the value of hope. The value of hope. You see, this brother just talking about hunger. Well, he knows he's not. That's what he has been fed. Cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance? Don't worry about that. Because hope plays a crucial role in motivating individuals and communities to work towards a better future. I spoke to you some time ago about existentialism and the social contract theory. Because in the 90s, when government or the government failed to grow the economy and to create opportunities for citizens, many people went into the informal economy. You know, I've said, that the story, the narrative is not properly told. And the Labour Party has not told it well because they are accepting responsibility for some of the things that they should not accept responsibility for. And this government has largely been on a mission of repair, recalibrating. It's largely been about rebuilding the foundations. You know, the PNP talk about pillars. Pillars. They have 10 pillars. Well, who tore down the pillars? They're coming with pillars now. Must say pillow.
Gosh, I can't believe me high. Boy, I tell you something. This is all very exciting.
Pass me my pillow.
Boy, I tell you something. This is all very exciting.
This is it. They come with pillow. Pillow is pillar. It's pillow.
Oh gosh, I can't believe me high. Boy, I tell you something. This is all very exciting.
No. See, seriously. The narrative. The narrative includes the damage. The damage to the country's economy, which not take 1 year for bill. And you go and ask Peter Phillips. You go and ask Peter Phillips because he's a reasonable man. And he sat at the IMF and he said he would never want another Jamaican prime minister to go through that. Jamaica came to the brink of collapse, economic collapse. Nobody wanted to lend us any money. Couldn't get no money to borrow. And when we got it, because of the risk of default, the interest rates, why you think that they had to have the JDX? Investors took a haircut. They call it here a haircut. Shave off some of their interest. It's so that we wouldn't default, because we would have defaulted. We couldn't pay our debts. And this man come here talking about people hungry. In a Jamaica, I hear the Minister of Education today saying 2 meals. Students going to school in September will get 2 meals per day. They will not pay any fare on the bus, and they'll get 2 meals per day. Hunger? Incredulous. incredulous. Because when people feel hopeful, and there's a link, there's a link to the economic degradation and the crime, the high crime that we experience. At one time, I tell the listeners, 30,000 people have been murdered in this country over the last 2 decades, 30,000. One year it went as high as 1,700. Why? 1,700. But when people feel hopeful, it's a lack of hope. There's a unalive people. There's a lack of hope. The social contract theory, read on that. Existentialism, where existence became the predominant prerequisite. And people don't care anymore. They have to do it to survive. Even prostitution went up. And when people feel hopeful, they're more likely to invest in their own development and contribute to the growth of their country. Adam Smith speaks of the poverty of aspirations, the poverty of aspiration. Because poverty is not only linked to the physical conditions, but it's the poverty of the mind. And many Jamaicans were pauperized in their mind. You know why? Because the situation prolonged for too long. That's dual speaking, but that's fine. The situation prolonged. And so the mind adapted to its state and felt that this is the lot. This is my lot in life. And so I will live like this for the rest of my life. The poverty of aspirations. Because the environment necessitates that the being living in the environment does not necessarily adapt to the environment, but it changes the environment. The Stone Age did not end because we ran out of stones. It's not because we ran out of stones why we ended the Stone Age. It's because we have the capacity to change. But when the mind is encased in a situation for too long, it adapts to that situation. If a man is taken to Bellevue Hospital and he's healed, take him out. If you stay around mentally ill people for too long, you get mad. You take him out. Once you see, they call you and say, he's stable now. Go for him. Take him out of the hospital. Right? If you put a man down in a Bellevue and him get well, yes, take him out. Right? Because if you make him stay in that situation for too long, he adapts to it. And that is part of what we have in Jamaica today. The poverty of aspirations. And even though the government has created the opportunities, has shifted the narrative, some people, even though they are working, still feels that they are poor. Even though they have opportunities, they still feel that they are poor. Because somehow, that's what they learned. And let me tell you that it is easy to learn, but it's hard to unlearn. Because the brain don't really forget things that is fed to it. It's mental poverty that we're experiencing in Jamaica. Mental poverty. Is poverty cut in Jamaica by half? Is that true? Is unemployment at 3-point-something%? Is a poverty of the mind. And so by inspiring hope, leaders like Wholeness create a positive feedback loop where progress and optimism reinforce each other, driving further growth and development. That's what you see on the streets, is optimism. People are beginning to feel hopeful in the country. And so when they see the man that is behind this hope, some of them break down with tears. Some of them break down with tears. Because hope plays a vital role in all of this. We could there is so much that I could say here, but let's go to the callers and see if we can pick it up a little. The psychology, you see, of hope and economic progress are intertwined, because as economic conditions influence perceptions of a future and gives people an aspiration. All right, let me see. Who is going to be coming up? All right, so the box has maybe 50 people wanting to come up and talk. I don't have a lot of time. Let's see how we can. Good night, sir. Bongo man, good night. Good night, sir. Good night. Not there. All right. We're going to start from the bottom. We have all of you. So we're coming up. Please don't send a request if you have not yet joined the line. Don't send a request, all right? We won't be able to take you. Good night, sir. Good night, Gold Restaurant. Good night. Good night, sir. No. All right. So we're coming up in the box. Hopefully we'll get to you soon. All right. Good night, sir. Ching Pang. Ching Pang, good night. Loading that. Not true, not true. Ching Pang is not there. All right. So we're coming up. We're coming up. Vanilla Cameron. Cameron. All right. Boy, I tell you. Miss Cameron? Hello? Hello? Well, she doesn't know that she's in the box either. This is what's happening here. There are so many people here, but they don't know they are in there, but in the box. Now, Dwayne James. Okay, if you're not yet in the box, don't send a request here. We're not going to be able to take you. The line is too long. Dwayne James. Good night, Dwayne. Hello? No.
Good night. Good night.
He's not. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Dwayne. You took too long to come up. Send back the request. Dwayne, I'm sorry about that. Send it back. Send it back, Dwayne. Ian Dawson, in the meantime. Ian. Good night, Ian.
Good night, neighbor.
Finally. Thank you. How are you doing?
Not too bad, neighbor.
Yes,
He is a blessing, neighbor.
Am I really?
Yes, God must have sent you come, neighbor, to open the eyes of the Jamaicans.
I see.
Neighbor, you talk nothing but the truth.
Well, sir, I don't know what else to say.
But still, neighbor, I'm wondering if it's only the people that is born in the 60s know the truth. It's
You
so
know, sir,
sad.
No, sir. One of the which government closed down JBC, sir? Remember JBC?
Yeah, I remember JBC.
Yes. It was a sad day when JBC closed, sir. Because, well, JBC was politicized. But, part of the problem with Jamaica today is that we don't have good media in Jamaica. We have radio stations providing entertainment. They're not giving out proper information. Yeah, and so people don't know the truth. And as I'm saying to you, sir, that some of what the government is being blamed for, they mustn't accept it. They must not accept it. Okay, you see what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
You can't carry one whole car, come give me the fix and think say I must get it back in tip-top shape when you mash it up. No go so. And I must tell the people. I must tell the people. Sir, leadership, you see, is also carrying the people along with you. You must make the people come along. They must know the truth. Don't sit down in government and just think, say, boy, I have all this burden. Tell the people what you find when you go in there. Tell them, say, find no money in the place. And the country in a debt, and every day you have to be drawing this amount of money to pay off the debt. Let them know, because they're going to blame you.
Yes, neighbor. The truth must prevail.
When I see people talking about bad road in Jamaica, as if to say it's the wholeness make the road them bad. From the day I born in a Jamaica, bad road there.
They say when man not like your neighbor, then give a basket for your water.
Yeah, you bad roads, sir. And hospitals in Jamaica ever fix it? Huh?
Neighbor, you used to go to hospital at 7 o'clock or 5 o'clock in a reach home.
Mr. Sir, one day you see my grandmother carry me go to hospital. Jesus, my God. You understand me say? Clinics are the same thing. So we are talking about. We are talking about, like I say, since is the last 9 years that them thing you start get bad in Jamaica. Is a lie.
Yeah. And look how much the government fix.
It's fixed them or get fixed now. And it is being fixed now because they were neglected, sir. And you know why they were neglected, sir? You know why they were neglected? Is that because the government never wanted to fix them? We never had the money to do it.
Never, neighbor. Remember, Mr. Perkins, I'm going to cut you at 25 cents out of every dollar we have. The rest have a cushion debt and pay a civil servant.
Okay. We never had the money to do it. Right? You sit on a clinic all day, you can't get through. Talk about medication, and sir, not to mention that it was this government that removed hospital fees.
Yeah.
There were people who used to Canadian yard. Me hear Mr. Gordon used to talk about it, Canadian yard and dead, Because they couldn't afford to go to hospital to pay the fee.
And everything that this government try to do for the people, the opposition say it can't happen.
Cost sharing. So when I go to high school, my mother have to find school fee, you know. To pay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Parents need to know that you pay little auxiliary fees now. I had to pay school fee. And
Yeah.
pay the fee, you can't go in. Because the government never had the money to send to the Ministry of Education. So the Ministry of Education can send it to the school. Look at what happened today. Look at what is happening today, sir. I hear the Minister of Education saying that children going to school in September will get 2 meals a day. They might get free ride go to school, sir, and 2 meals a day.
Right, I tell you, what more can this government do?
Boss man, when you are going to school, you get 2 meals a day, breakfast and lunch.
Two meals, neighbor. 2 meals. When we go to school, sometimes the people will live near. Have to go home for lunch.
Yes.
No money to carry to school. You go home back for lunch and run back to school before the bell ring.
That's right. That's right. So don't hold talk about poverty in Jamaica. Brethren, let me tell you this. You don't know what you're talking about. At the best time that now. Time now.
Me hearing them say people hungry, neighbor. People hungry in a first world country, you know.
Well, yes,
People hungry everywhere they want to be hungry.
Well, you know, sir.
Because a lot of people love handout and love beg and don't want to work.
Me boss man, let me tell you something. You see car in Jamaica, sir? Where you there? Where you there, sir?
We say neighbor, but that's it. We say neighbor. We are
hold on. Where part of the world you there?
When they rock up as I said me neighbor.
You see car on road in Jamaica.
If Mr. Wallace then I use near than a bill road, I pay a climb up every day.
Me dear, sir. Well, I can tell you this. Me not tell you nothing to prosperity. Money, they don't get, you know, sir. Opportunities have been created in the country, sir. Uno could have begged still in the blue. It's not a lie. The country has been positioned for growth, for development. And the credit must go to the government that is currently in office. Those are the facts.
That's not the truth. That's the truth.
Okay? And when I get a figure out of the Statistical Institute of Jamaica saying that more than 250,000 jobs have been created, what I ask myself, sir, are so much people in Jamaica never had no work? Yes, sir? Don't look for all the job we're creating. Ask yourself, are so much people in the country never had no work to do? Then whatever people used to do, sir? Sir, 250,000 people, enough people that you know.
Yes, that's a one whole nation, neighbor. Neighbor, you know what me glad say? Are the same people who do the statistics for we, JLP, I do it for the PNP.
Yes, sir. And 300 lives. Let me tell you this, brother. 300 lives have been spared since the start of this year. 300. What is the value? What is the cost of a life, sir? What is the cost of a life?
Why, neighbor, boy, neighbor. Why?
Don't come up here with the nonsense. Don't come up here with
we are see the light, neighbor. We are see the light and we have to help to spread it and show it, neighbor. You know? We have to take the colors off our eye and speak the truth. Because we are going left in the dungeon, neighbor.
Yeah, and that don't mean that people no can vote no vote who they want to vote for, sir. They can always do that. But don't spread misinformation. Don't do that. That's not true. Anybody go to Jamaica, anybody in Jamaica gonna in bed tonight hungry, and them want hungry. Let me tell you that. You know, if I was hungry, sir, I turn up a Coronation Market.
Yeah.
And I can tell you something, I would go home with a bag of food. Because sometimes the vendors come in from country, then dash for a whole heap of yam, then dash for sweet potato, cocoa, all type of stuff. Dash for out the door.
A lot of people live that way, neighbor. Just give helping and the amount of food where they get to take home, neighbor, you wouldn't believe.
Yes.
Just rally around the vendor and help her around or she around. I just lazy people who hungry in a neighbor.
Yes. You know, sir, when I came off this program here almost 12 midnight last night, I was up at 3 o'clock this morning. I say to my listeners, there is not a bird that will stay in its nest tomorrow morning until 6 o'clock. None. No bird stays in its nest until 6 a.m. Every bird get up early and look its worm.
Yes.
And go and look its berries. Man, sir, sit down in a damn bed and count about government. It's how
What
many
neighbor?
produce the means of their subsistence that constitutes the fundamentals of society. Uno fi get up after uno lazy and go get something to do. Get up. But uno hungry.
Neighbor,
Get up.
I see people neighbor without hands working.
Get up.
People who are moved on in 2 knee working neighbor.
Yes, sir.
What said 1 and 2 good feet? What is wrong with us, neighbor?
Well, we have to correct, sir, this patronage-based politics that we have practiced that has not helped us at all. Not
Never.
helped us at all. You see? And we must stop pay people to blow the palm bus, go rallies. Stop it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, you can buy a man a drink and so forth, yes, but he must understand that, you know, come on.
Yeah,
Anyway.
don't make him throw away indignity, neighbor.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Right? Thank you. Sign up your heart program. Right?
Yeah.
Go out. Ask people. Talk to people. It is in. Listen, sir. Listen to me. When there was a time in Jamaica when get with work, you walk from downtown to parade, uptown, downtown, nobody's employing anybody. Not today. Not today, sir. You can find something to do. You can find something to do. And if you can't find nothing for good to go plant at $300 a pound for yam, you know, sir.
Yeah. Neighbor, me I tell you.
$300 a pound for yam, and we don't have enough to export. You know that, sir? We don't have enough yam to export, sir. Go plant something, man.
Anything at all you plant, neighbor. If you plant lime, you're gone. If you plant cherry, you're gone. Anything at all you put in the earth, neighbor.
Pumpkin.
Some things don't take nothing to grow. All you want is water and you run up and down and beer, neighbor.
Yes.
We too lazy, neighbor. And
Well,
depend on hand put.
yes, sir. That is true.
That can never make we be a better society, neighbor.
And to be a prosperous society, sir, of wealth.
Sometimes we spoiling on neighbor. Sometimes we spoiling when you see the amount where government give out. You know? When you see the amount of things when government hand out in a neighbor, we really spoiling. People supposed to work instead to succeed and set goals and work towards it, neighbor.
Oh Lord, sir.
Yeah.
Bless you, Ian. Bless you, Ian. Take care of yourself.
Yeah,
man.
man. Thanks, neighbor, and keep it up, neighbor. God bless you.
God bless me. It's a labor right friend, you know, brother. All right. My God, look at the line. Look at the line. It is so long. But guys, I know you're waiting, but such is it. It's politics time. Just wait a little here, and we can take you up soon. We have to limit the amount of time we talk to each person. Melissa, good night to you. Good night, Melissa. Your connection is bad. We have to take you down. All right. Let's go to Antenna and then to Barry. And then we're going to Chuck. Antenna. Good night, Antenna. Hello? Hello? No? That antenna is not picking up anything at all. So let's go to this one and then let's go to Barry. And then we're going to take up J.
Jesus Christ, we're going for live.
You're gone for live. Hello, you're on the line. Hey. Good night to you. Good night, sir. How are you doing? Hello? Hello? Oh. Wow. Wow. Hello, how are you doing, sir? All right. Yeah, are you hearing me, sir?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. It's
No,
a
no.
mistake I make and come on
Don't
the
be sorry.
live. I was
Don't
watching.
be sorry. Hello, sir. Don't be sorry. Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. If you are walking
Yes,
down the road
neighbor.
and you find a $5,000 bill, would you be sorry?
No, neighbor.
Yes, sir. Some things are divinely orchestrated, man. Come ahead. Go and talk to me. What do you have to say?
Well, I just watching the live, I like the live. I like everything what's saying on the live,
Uh-huh. And you are going to be voting for Comrade Golden.
No, sir. Labor right.
Okay. It's actually 7 minutes to 10 o'clock where I am. What time is it where you are?
It's same time.
No, so it can't be the same time. What time is it
Well,
where
I
you
was
are?
just watching the Prime Minister pass through my ear today,
Which area are you?
I can't believe me.
Which area are you, sir?
Sentence. Runaway Bay.
It's all very exciting.
Okay.
Runaway Bay.
Fantastic. What's your name, sir?
In St. Anne's.
No, your name is not Saint Anne. What is your name?
Donovan.
No, sir. You're
Donovan.
Stat Snyder. Stat Snyder. That's it. What's your TikTok name? All right, sir.
Sashi.
Sashi. Okay, Sashi.
Sashi.
Nice talking to you. You hear me? You have credit on your phone?
Yes,
Hello,
neighbor.
sir. Do you have credit on your phone?
Yes, neighbor.
You are postpaid or prepaid?
Yes, neighbor.
Me say if you're postpaid or you're prepaid. All right. I was going to tell Jamaica girl to send you a credit for me.
Prepaid.
All right. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
Okay, then, neighbor.
Fantastic caller that. Barry,
How do you do, neighbor?
how you doing, sir?
Well, you know, sir, I'm here Friday evening, neighbor.
Yes.
And it is 1 p.m. my time in this part of the world.
It is 1 p.m. Now, Barry, I today had to check out a go-go club.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Which one of them? The one with partner bill?
Well, sir, I had no idea that so I hear about this go-go. It says G-O-G-O. Now, I'm a little naive, I must tell you. I wasn't grown up with much exposure. So I went to find out, what is that? What is that? What is go-go? I was shocked, Barry. Did you know what go-go is?
Yes,
What?
sir. I know
You
what
do?
go is. Yes. You go.
Oh gosh. I can't believe me. Hi. Boy, I tell you something. This is all very exciting.
No, sir. I tell you.
Hi. Boy, I tell you something. This is all very exciting.
Yes. On to serious matters here, Barry.
Neighbor.
No. But when I typed it in my computer, sir, and I saw what was happening, and then I went to chat GPT to see if I could find one in my area. So I stopped by before I came on.
In your ear, neighbor.
Yes.
Was the first place popular for go-go in a place called Chocolate,
Yes. Can I share an experience with you? A couple of weeks ago, I went to a certain spot down in my area, and there was noise. So I shifted a little bit and went. I was on a call, and when I was making the call, where I was standing, I noticed that a lot of girls were gathering around me. and I And I didn't know what to do. And I said, what is happening here? Why are these girls gathering? And they asked me if I want to buy. And I said,
How much a pound they're selling?
buy what? I mean, I don't understand. What is it that you're selling? And one of the girl, did a 360, Barry. Said,
Lord have mercy, David, that must get your head spinning.
in my innocent Barry, I find I said, what is it that they're selling me here? But
I used to have a bar. I used to own a bar down in Cottage Complex,
yes. Oh boy, I tell you, wow.
upstairs.
Yes. Oh boy.
The gas station across the road. When you're upstairs on the balcony, you used to look across the road.
Yes.
Right across the gas station. That used to be the place where those young ladies used to take the men,
Yeah.
And the gas station used to be the little spot where they do their thing. And,
Yes.
and my customers used to be very entertained, sitting on the balcony looking over the gas station.
Yes. How much a pound? How much pork?
At the time, it was like 200 a pound.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was cheap in all over there.
Yes, I see. Oh, why? But I don't know the price. I must tell you the truth. I don't
I
know.
used to hear the price down there, man. 200, anywhere from 200 up.
I see. How much is it now? How much is it,
I don't know. No, never. You probably have to tell me.
Next week I'll tell you. Barry,
Hello,
what's happening?
what?
What's happening this weekend? The PNP is having a mass rally in Crossroad. It's a crossroad for the PNP, Barry, this weekend.
There's no place for a mass rally in Crossroad, but let us talk about serious business, because the PNP is not serious business.
Uh-huh.
What is serious business? 85% of the students who sat CSEC English today pass.
85%
Of the students who sat CSEC English in Jamaica pass.
Is that the highest we have had?
I'm not sure that's the highest we have had, but it sounds that way to me, neighbor.
But that is commendable, Barry.
Very commendable. And 44% of the children who sat math pass. And that's
we have to do a little better with that.
Significant improvement over last year, neighbor.
Yes.
In both English and math. And I mean, you see, the thing is, I heard the Goatman neighbor on the platform talking about last year.
Let's call him by his name.
Mr. Crawford, right.
Uh-huh.
And the platform, all over the place talking about the performance of the CSEC and the kids in the different subject areas, prep and stuff. But neighbor, we're coming out of COVID and the children are at home. Right? Last 2.5 years of teaching. Neighbor, most of these kids don't have internet at home at the time.
Yes.
Right? They didn't have gadgets, so you had to play catch up when the COVID came. Even not my institution at the time. I was in Jamaica. There are quite a number of children who didn't have phones. They didn't even have food, neighbor. I used to take when we got the food from the food that we got from that was left over, we had to package it and take it to the kids in their communities. And then the parents were so happy for it when we got the nutrient products. We had to get the bus and we drove into the communities and find the kids who ran path and issue food on a daily basis. Provide them some lunch and stuff. They were online at school, they were online at home, and the teachers were teaching. But they were hungry, neighbor. When you're driving to these communities, you see the kids, they knew what time the bus was coming. And they were out there lined up waiting for the lunch that we were taking, be it the bola and cheese and the Nutribon and stuff.
Yes.
They and their parents were out there. So neighbor, it was real difficult and challenging time for the parents at that time. And they weathered the storm. And this year, neighbor, it showed that our teachers are actually doing some great work. And to see our kids passing 85% at English language. And we see an improvement in mathematics.
Yes, fantastic. One of the things that is on the ballot, Barry, is the team that the Labour Party has, vis-a-vis the team that the PNP has. The Minister of Education, Senator Dana Morris Dixon, Barry, I like her. I like her. I think I must tell you the truth. I really would want her to continue in that portfolio. because it requires long-term planning.
Planning, yeah. And I mean,
You're an
this-
educator. You know that, Barry, that education is not something that is a flip of a finger. I like Senator Dixon. I think she's a good find for the government. Yes.
yeah. Neighbor, this thing is not just sitting down, neighbor, and go to chat GTP. As we have become very lazy, intellectually lazy, neighbor. And I mean, I know that's one of Clifford's favorite term. Very intellectually lazy. So we have not sat down and look at the situation that is presently before us and sit with our team and devise a plan as to how we're going to approach it from the different angles. When you talk about education, neighbor, education, requires a lot of intervention, from different angles. And so I'll give you an example. You have the kids who are coming into your school. Those kids are coming from homes that they sometimes, from very humble beginnings, and they see school as their place for a meal, a place for socialization, even a place to get a good bathroom to use. We have
Yes.
some children who actually decide that, listen me, before we leave school today, we have to do a number 2, because guess what?
Yes.
If you me later, I have to go down a bush because I don't a bush the number 2 house there.
Yes, sir.
I know that for a fact, neighbor. And kids made sure of doing that. Make sure they do that before they go home. They you have some kids, neighbor, they fill the water bottle and put it in the bags, because when they go home, they have a bottle of drinking water to take home with them. You have
Yes.
kids who they take the Nutribun and the bullets and they put it in the bag and they carry it home for themselves and they share it with them siblings. So when you find children like that, and neighbor, the intervention that you provide, to those kids will determine where they go and how they succeed, neighbor. And when you come and you just talk off your mouth and talk and expect that, by putting some things on paper without actually physically sitting down with the stakeholders in the business and devising a plan as to how you're going to approach this whole thing, and present your plan to the authorities and make sure that forms policy to deal with the issues that affect our children.
But Barry, when I looked at the Labour Party's press conference yesterday, Tufton, Kamina Johnson Smith, Dana Morris Dixon, Favour Williams, Apka Fitzhenley,
Yes.
the Labour Party's team is looking superior, Barry.
It's and all of those people, neighbor, are people who were recruited to become a part of the Jamaica Labour Party.
Yes, it is one of the things that I've been looking at. I think I may do one of my notes on it. Because the PNP team, Barry, look quite inexperienced.
Very inexperienced, neighbor, and that is one of the things that I always say, neighbor. When you go out there and candidate for candidate, right? And you hear people say, if you put a Christopher against, I don't have a Francis, whatever Francis is name running against Christopher, who would you choose? Would you choose a man who is barely able to articulate, as against a man who has a PhD, was proven to be that he can manage a ministry, right? Would you put a Pernell Charles against a Cian Barneswell? When you put that, who would you choose? Right?
Yeah.
Look at a Zelika Jess as against a performer of Delroy Slowly. Right? When you look at in terms of
well, you are at the candidate level. We're talking about the state, managing the state of affairs at the different ministries. Is for example, is Julian Robinson ready to
take on the Ministry of Finance?
He was circle
Yeah.
and start negotiating with the multilaterals, manage inflation and interest rates, and command the respect of the private sector. We have to understand.
It has to be a candidate look. So, because nobody is minister right now after this, everybody is now a candidate.
Yes,
right?
there is the government. The government is in place.
The government is in place, but after this election,
Yes.
I mean, it is the Prime Minister's prerogative to decide who forms this cabinet.
Correct.
And
The cabinet positions are
right.
off.
And it is the candidates, right, who are available to the Prime Minister that he
Yes,
will.
but then the PNP has a shadow cabinet.
Yes, as a, but neighbor, that is, it is what it is, neighbor, a shadow.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, as I said, I am particularly impressed with Senator Dana Morris Dixon.
Yes.
I think she is just absolutely brilliant. Very quiet, very unassuming, but you can see that this is a woman with a brain on her head.
Can be
Well,
Johnson Smith. I mean,
well, yeah, Kamina
they're
Johnson
very
Smith.
smart. Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
you look at Favell. Favell is very smart, but she's not necessarily the most charismatic person there is, But she is very smart in terms of handling her ministry. She went to the education ministry,
Now, when I looked at that team yesterday, I think Barry, that Jamaicans have some smart people.
Of course, and I was making the point, neighbor, that this performance of the CSEC was Favell Williams' performance,
Well, yeah, she was minister at the time,
Yes, she was minister up until recently when Nigel Clark left. And I mean, so basically, she took over a ministry and she transformed the ministry quietly. She was not the most eloquent speaker, but she sit down in that ministry and she organized her ministry and get the ministry functioning. She provided the resources where it's needed, right? So, neighbor, and if we look at the other people who are ministers, neighbor, we can look at Matthew Samuda, right? And Matthew Samuda is not only a minister, he's a prime minister material. We are listening to how well he articulates, right? How well he gets things done, right? We could probably go to Pernell Charles Jr. You have never heard of people out of the Ministry of Labor in terms of any hanky pankies or any. It's like a well-run ministry. I mean,
a little bit of the politics. What's happening for the party this weekend? Chuck?
Chuck is up.
Chuck?
Yeah, man.
Hey.
Hello, my good cockroach journalist friend.
Well, yes, the cockroaches are under control these days. Yeah.
Yes, man. We are run wild.
Yes.
For the politics this weekend, neighbor, we are on the road, We're not easy. I see the Prime Minister is doing an All Island tour over the next couple of days, so he will be on the road. I think over the weekend, a few other persons will be touching the road, so we'll have several motorcades going in different directions, just meeting and greeting the people.
No meetings this week.
No, I think we have Mandeville next weekend, and then Mandeville next weekend, and then Mandeville next weekend, I think. When is the 24th? The 24th will be in Montego Bay. That will be the Mobile mass meeting.
That's
closing. Yes.
Okay.
So we have one in between. But neighbor, they said the PNP will be in Harper-Tree
in Crossroad
on Sunday.
Crossroads on Saturday. Saturday.
If you can't on Saturday, if you can't full the stadium, you have to book the arena, neighbor.
Yeah.
If you're unable to full the stadium, you book the arena. So Harper-Tree is the stadium, and we filled the stadium recently, so they are now booking the arena because they can't full the stadium.
Yes.
But neighbor,
Chuck, I have observed that before the mass meeting on Sunday, there was a bit of anxiety among some people who were calling, talking to me. But after Sunday, Laborites are excited. Chuck,
neighbor,
the anxiety has disappeared. And
energize the people, neighbor. That crowd energize people.
Yes.
People who may have had doubts about are we gonna full Harper-Tree?
Yes.
That crowd energize them, neighbor. Energize them fully. The party, the supporters are fully energized, fully ready.
How have you been able to maintain the energy, though, Chuck? Because all week you have dominated social media. You are all over the place with the party's message, the themes coming out of the mass meeting. Can you keep this up for the next 3 weeks?
Yes, we can, neighbor. Yes, we can. Because, neighbor, we have the message. We have the message, you know. The message is not about promises, you know. It's about... You see that little booklet, neighbor? If that little booklet was a record, it would be selling gold or platinum by now. It is the most sought after product in Jamaica right now. I haven't heard people speaking about the booklet that the other person put out, but I know this book of achievement right now, neighbor, is so sought after. Everybody wants one.
And even more so, Chuck, after the PNP manifesto, because everybody wants to make a comparison now.
Yes. And neighbor, you're speaking about the press conference, neighbor, yesterday. We can use a cricketing term to describe the Labour Party team. We're batting very deep.
Yeah.
We're batting very deep.
It's an impressive. What I see there, sir, it's intellect at its very best. You know, I rate Tufton very highly as a bright man. You know, people don't even know that the Labour Party has someone like Delroy Chuck, who's a Rhodes Scholar, by the way.
Rhodes Scholar, yes.
Yeah. A very, very, very bright man.
Very bright.
Yeah. Anyway, so Chuck, the response.
And Nigel Clark was a Rhodes Scholar too, in a neighbor. Well,
yes. He better come back.
He will be back, neighbor. He will be back.
I think so. Chuck, nomination day is on Monday.
Monday. Yes.
Yes. Tell us about nomination day. What goes into planning for nomination day now?
Nomination day, neighbor, is about a show of force for your candidate.
Okay.
Yes. It's about your candidate bringing a team. You only need 10 persons to nominate you, neighbor. You only need 10. But you have to bring a force with you. You have to turn up with your team to nominate you, and then you go on a so the nomination process, neighbor, is simple. I think I don't remember if it is still $3,000 to nominate. You have to pay your $3,000. You have to have 10 person who lives in the constituency to sign you up, and then you're a candidate.
Okay.
After nomination day, there can be no change. Nothing can change after nomination day. Oh, no 15, okay. After there can be no change. But the process of nomination is really simple. I think it's a set process whereby the governing party nominate last, so the opposition will go first, and then they normally do this just to make sure the teams don't clash. So you will set a different time. I will nominate at 10, you go at 2, so you give room. Right, but it's gonna be a beautiful sight right across the island. Everybody's gonna be in there.
We can expect to see the strength of the Labour Party on Monday.
The strength of the Labour Party on Monday, right? You can't boss in anybody to assist. You can't bring no boss to other people, to assist you, because every candidate will need their support. You have to bring your team.
Everybody's candidate.
On Monday we are going to see who strong.
Monday we are going to see who's strong.
Yes.
Right. Monday we are going to see who's strong. Who's strong Monday we will see.
All right.
But there was I don't know if you saw the sites over the last couple of days when the PM is going through and persons were coming out in their orange shirt to greet him.
Yes.
In their orange, because people would have recognized I may support the other party, but you are still my prime minister and I want to meet you. And the prime minister was right in saying this is where we want the politics to be. This is where we want the politics to be. That is not because me wear green and you wear orange, now your backs automatically. No. So we have seen the unity is coming back. Other person was on the platform preaching about war and war. No, we see the unity. The people are united. Right? So we expect it to be a violent-free nomination there. We expect it to be good vibes, even when both candidates meet. Because we know it happens sometimes to time. We expect it to be a good vibes. Just unity, just love. You on that side, me on this side. as
Yes,
it has
Prince.
always been.
And so what therefore is the closing message of the party? As you seek to woo voters to vote for you, what is the closing message that the party is carrying? That it will be telling to
Manifesto.
people
The
after
manifesto.
nomination?
The
The
manifesto.
closing message, neighbor, is that we cannot derail the progress that we have made. Simple. We have to continue the development. We have to continue the growth. We have to continue the stability. So the message in the final closing is that continuity is what Jamaica needs. We have to continue on this path. Continuity will be the message, neighbor. So our manifesto will be coming out in very short order. It will not be a book of promises, but it will be a book of projects. Projects, neighbor, not promises, projects.
Of commitment, neighbor, not promises. Commitment, yeah.
Not promises. Our projects will be there. This is what we are doing. This is when they will be finished. So we're not making promises. We're not promising as neighbor. I'm not telling you something that I'm last.
We're not wishing for anything, neighbor. We're not making
We're
a
not
wish
wishing
list.
for anything, neighbor.
We're
Neighbor,
not making a wish list.
I was speaking about our booklet. Somebody came on the platform and tell me that the booklet was full of PMP ideas. Now, this is the booklet of achievement, that things that have already been done. This gentleman said these are PMP ideas, and if I want proof, I should go look in the PMP's manifesto. So the PMP put out a book of promise, things that they want to do. The JLP put out a things that has already been done. But it's the JLP that steal the ideas. That's what they said here. These are the laughable stuff that we have out there, neighbor. Right? But it's gonna be a very festive couple of weeks, neighbor. The time is running down. We have little over 3 weeks. And we're just closing out the campaign on a high.
Yes.
Right,
Let me take you back Chuck, to the closing message. Would you want to expand on that for me a little and the listeners? When you say continuity, continue what exactly?
We're gonna continue neighbor the development. We are gonna continue the reduction in crime. We're gonna continue the reduction in unemployment. We're gonna continue the growth of our economy. We are gonna continue, neighbor, with the reduction in poverty, neighbor. So it is continuity right across the board. We are gonna continue to build our image. We are gonna continue to invest in our human capital as we speak, neighbor. So we are gonna continue on all our pillars, neighbor. Not the pillars, the pillars. We're gonna continue on all those. Neighbor, we're gonna continue to make this country the place to work, live, do business, and raise your family. We are gonna continue our drive to Vision 2030, neighbor. So continuity is very important.
And then for those persons who are listening up tonight, so who are still on the fence, they would probably not have made up their minds. What would you say to them that would shift them to your side? Vote for Jamaica, for the Jamaica Labour Party. What would you say to an uncommitted voter listening to you tonight?
If you're an uncommitted voter tonight and you're listening and you're trying to make up your mind, the choice is clear in Jamaica politics. We have two parties vying for leadership. One has a track record of performance. One have a track record of building this country every time it is at the wicket. One have a track record of crime reduction, economic stability, growth, every time we are at the wicket. One has a track record of economic destruction over the years. Some of you young voters are probably too young to know why we are in the situation we are in. But we have one that is famous for building this country and one that has a track record of destroying it every time they're in government, neighbor. The choice for you now is to assess what this government has done for yourself. Don't listen to me, don't listen to neighbor. The information is there. Go, do your research, read our book of achievement, read the PMP's manifesto. When our manifesto is released, peruse it for yourself, see who is being honest with you, because honesty is also important in our way forward, neighbor. We cannot just come here and tell you things because it sounds good, but we have to be honest with you. So see who is being honest with you, see who has your best interest at heart, and then choose Jamaica.
Uh-huh. Well, fantastic. Don't move, Chuck. KK. KK.
Good night, neighbor. Good night, everybody.
Chuck,
What I
Chuck
want
and
to
Barry's
say,
here. Go ahead.
yeah, what I want to say, because the PNP, they call the labor right dunce. They call them dunce. Everybody all of a sudden get dunce for them. So I don't know why the labor right them dunce. But what I'm saying, and I want to say this. All along we were asking about PNP ideas, what they have for the country for say 5 years now. What your ideas for the country? They said they're not talking their plan that they have for the country. The Prime Minister put out a booklet with all of what he done in the country, and all of a sudden now they said, Mr. Holness steal their idea. So I want to know, if you never speak out of your mouth what you were going to do for the country, how can the Prime Minister to steal your idea? But I was watching a thing where Mr. Mark Golding, I don't remember if a Dan Jackson Miller or Emily Cooks, they were there talking. So his idea, anything, if he should win tomorrow morning, if he see a foundation, just would start a foundation. If Mr. Holness leave a foundation, what he start, he would want to start on that. He would want to get rid of that foundation and make a brand new foundation for himself. And he was talk, he talk, well, much money they might go fix this and fix that. And I want to say, where are Mr. Golden is gonna get all these millions and billions of dollars to fund to this and to fund to that? Where are we gonna get all those money? Where we gonna get the money there from? We as the poorer class of people, our pocket, I go feel it very, 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 very hard. I watch it the other day, you know. And I see your neighbor, you and Minister Crawford or Senator Crawford, but the Rasta man. And I remember when he says to you, Mr. Golding only can run for a 400 meter. And Andrew can run for a 800 meter because Andrew is a 800 meter man. So all of a sudden, no, this Rasta man that I love and respect, I see this Rasta man in Alpha Tree wiping car glass. So I am saying to myself, that is the idea what I tell the young youths of Jamaica, say, oh, you don't have to go to hard to get a skill. You could go into any town, busy town, and to wipe a car glass. What Pat Patmore said to the young ladies, you don't have to go to hard. You can go to go club, a strip club where girl wine naked on stage.
Is that what he said, ma'am? Is that what he said? Hold on. Is that what he said, though?
He said, I listened him on live. He said he is the first person that carry go to Trelawney. And the churches has to call to pray because them don't like it. So I am saying, if that is the idea that Mr. Patmore is saying to the young ladies of Jamaica, carrying fit say, oh, no can come wiggle up and shake up on the body, and man can look on a man can buy this. I want to know from Mr. Crawford and that man, if what kind of example they are setting for the young people. And I am saying, you see, Mr. Honest is doing a pretty good job. And I was born in the 70s. And in the 80s, I tell you, 80s and 90s, I tell you, I bear some breed of hungry underneath PNP hand. that I tell the Lord, I say, God, me can't bear the hungry no more. Take me life. Me tell God that as I sit right here. To
My
the
goodness.
hungry, what I had to face. And when we were going to school, we get Nutribula and bun. And because we were poor, we never have it. And we had to walk 5 miles to go to school. The principal, the vice principal, every teacher has to walk to school. And we usually have to walk barefoot to school. So I am saying, neighbor, if I who sit here, Carol, has to go back through that process, I ask the Lord to take my life instant. Because I am not going back there.
No, ma'am.
I am not going back there, sir, because I know the hunger that I felt in my life. I know the pain that I go through. I know sleepless night. You're little and you're hungry. You cannot sleep because your parents do not have it because they were below the poverty line. So we cannot go back to that in a civilized time like this into the PNP. And we cannot go back there because when I look at see what the PNP constituency neighbor in Majesty Guard, none otherwise as backboat, what none otherwise as where you want at Majesty Guard. Yeah, back to. And when I see this young lady were videoing and some little children, they were about like 6 and 7 years old. I can't more than that because they were tiny babies. And the young lady said to them, where are you going? I'm going to defecate. Over on the Gully Mount, they were going to defecate. And one of the little girls said, because you can know that is a little girl. You understand? Because you could see the dress, but you couldn't see their face. And she said, and we see one crocodile. So I am saying, neighbor, and we are living in a civilized time now, in a modern time. And for Mrs. Angela Brown Burke, for own that constituency, not because the people are PNP, and you know, say they are stronghold, you got to treat the people them like garbage. Suppose that little girl or that little boy bent over on the edge of the gully and defecated and they'll miss their balance and fell, then a crocodile will take one of those children. And then now, me as a mother, me I go come out, come cry, because me go feel it. And you as a father, you go come out, come cry. And the whole Jamaica, I go come out, come cry. And the time it's too late. So I am saying, all of these politicians, what they go in there for the money or for the people. And I would like to ask Mr. Golden, but you can't get for talk to them like that. He says, Jamaica people hungry, and I can tell you, say, neighbor, the hungry what I face in 80s and 90s. You understand me? In a 2000 there. I tell you, I don't face it now. I'm not lying. I don't face those kind of situations. You understand me? And Jamaica people are not dying for hungry, sir. Some Jamaican people might not have it the way how they want it, but we are not dying for hunger. We don't have to go to the river anymore to catch water to drink. We don't have to go to the river anymore with clothes on our head. We don't want back those days. We want the Mr. Honest as this country. I tell you, I like it. You know how much money me in hospital right now when I go have my first child? Me have to left out, I tell you, I had to left out of the hospital, neighbor, without registering my child and come to the post office to register my child because I did not have the money to pay.
Is that so?
Exactly. I had to register my child at the post office. I had to tell them the child born a yard when at the hospital my child born because me never have the money because as I was a single mother, the father never stand up until the child passed her exam to go to Veer Technical High School.
You stand up,
and that was in 1993.
What do you mean him not stand up?
No, you know, true, because we're young and, you know, Better say, neighbor, it's a hard road to travel and a mighty long way to go. Because when you're a young girl and you don't have nobody stand beside you and you're poor and you're hungry, you will go say, all right, you talk to one bigger man and then just abuse you. You just get pregnant. And when you're pregnant, if it says to them, oh, you know, Tom, is you pregnant? Hey, no, call me name, you know, and them start tell you about your mother, your granny, your great grandmother, and all those things. You understand? So you have to just face the consequence by yourself alone, and that was in 1993. You understand? So I know what I'm talking about. We suffered under the People's National Party, and we suffered. We suffered, and I remember when Jamal in Clarendon offered Mr. Patterson to fix all road off the main for 1 year straight. He said no, because true, you know, Jamal tax was so high and big. They said no, and then borrow money. Them said nothing now go on, nothing on this. So I am saying they were getting tax. Just like how Mr. Andrew getting tax now, and Mr. Andrew can spend the tax money in the country and fix up this and fix up that. So what them do with the money? They rob me, them rob you, them rob other people. See PJ, him live in France. Me no want Mark Golden in Jamaica, and Jamaica people must open them eye and look and have sense. Cause me I don't, but me have common sense and me have streetwise girl. Cause common sense are the biggest sense in the world. Mark Golden take 20 million US dollar for build up housing in a Bahamas or Barbados, and then him want come run for Jamaica and come talk about woman show him swampland in a Portland for come make up house give you. He better pack up and go on home, yeah.
What you said, ma'am. I don't know about that house in Barbados. I don't know about that.
No, he funded $20 million. Funded $20 million. All right, $20 million in housing, and then no, you want to invest in another man's country, and then you want to come rob our money. We are the hungry Jamaican people, because we're hungry, you know. We can't, him say we can't, the average Jamaican can't find a proper meal. We can't buy vegetable, we can't buy this, and then so next liar one come talk about saltfish for $1,900. And I went to Jamaica, April gone, and me buy saltfish for $550. For
Yes.
1 pound, it was 900. And no nothing. And me buy goat meat for 1,200. Me buy oxtail for 1,300. And back then we couldn't buy it. We eat right now. If my best friend give me chicken back, me eat her or him for the rest of my life, because I don't want it to own me and chicken back. We have to wait for Sunday morning for chicken back.
What are you saying to me? Well,
me
don't
tell you, my grandmother was a starch stand-up JLPNP. She said, Mr. Michael Manley coming that and we are look a picnic. But my grandaunt always says to me, I am a Labourite. And when you come big, if you vote for Labourite, I ask her why. She said, because Labourite work. Labourite work for what they want. You hear me say? And my grandmother passed off and gone. And she dead, and PNP never give her not even a roof over her head. And them had to run out. And them they have no whole heap of cloth like now that you could make banners and something and go out. But they were talking about power. But my step-grandmother afterward come in the picture. She was a Labourite. My grandfather was a JLPNP. And I don't see nothing that they achieved. And the road where we were living on, from that road fixed 1993 to 1994, it never fixed until Mr. Bruce Golden come in. And then I hear all these people come talk about, the road mash up. I want to know if PJ and Mrs. Miller did leave good road. Why Andrew just come in a 9 year? So why in a 9 year time the road they mash up? Why in a 9 year time the road they mash up?
Yes, ma'am.
That we don't want to know. Some road where politicians run there for decades, for years and months. They never fix. And they get a lump sum of salary. But the thing that I want to ask, why when they raise their salary in parliament, why them never say, oh, we don't want any? Why them never say, I don't want the salary? Make we use the salary in the country. We don't want to raise a pay. Make we stay. Make we stay like average Jamaican and fix up the people. They make the people them feel nice.
Fantastic.
But no, you sit down and you
Yes,
collect
ma'am.
all this money and take us for fool. I go with them for go away and leave Mr. Honest. Mr. Honest, from me born, I come see little Michael Manley, you know. Come see little Michael Manley. Little as me did be, me come see little. I come see PG. The man they will
Yes,
issue
ma'am.
condom in a prison. Like him want tell man if he sleep with man. You
Hold on.
understand? PG
Hold on,
issue
what?
condom in prison.
Uh-huh. Well,
Him,
Well,
me feel the hands and the wrath of him. And then now, me come
Yes.
see Mrs. Simpson Miller. But me tell you, say, you see PNP, them a crab in a barrel. Then when Mrs. Simpson Miller for come in, make we say, all right, she a woman. So, but I said, what we go give her a try as a woman to a woman. The same PNP, them fight against her. Wicked. And she
Yeah.
said she come by one something named Jeep. You know, have no engine. You know, have no tire. He back the front end gone, the fender gone, the bonnet gone, everything. I just see source of frame Andrew come take up. The
I
people
see.
them for be fear and stop talk about the man and do nothing. Them too wicked and lie.
Well, KK, you got a good run. Lovely. Where in Jamaica are you, KK?
I'm not in Jamaica at this moment, sir.
Oh, fantastic.
I hear the passion in KK's voice.
You're coming home though, KK?
Sir, me say, you asked me that the other day, the first time I come by your life, and I said, yes, sir. I love my prime minister because he is from Spanish Town and my mother is from Spanish Town. I love that man dearly. If Andrew should have turned over to PNP tomorrow morning, me turn over PNP, me not turn with Mark Golding. And if Mark Golding got liberate me Andrew the liberate, me not go there. Because me not like Mark Golding. Mark Golding do not like Jamaica people. Mark Golding said Jamaica people hungry. Me not like that statement because we're not hungry. He no rate Jamaica people, him no respect Jamaica people. Him don't respect Jamaica people. Him no come, all he in there is for the money. Me remember whole heap of things, you know. Me remember with them with them and Finsack and all of them something there, you know. How much people lose them house, you know. Me remember the couple where analyze themselves in a Mandeville, you know. You see man Peter Bunting? You see how PJ have to suffer the day until he died.
Yes. All right. You hear, KK. Nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you, sir, and have a great night, sir.
You're
Me now stop vent, come in and like the man there.
You come back. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Wow. Okay. By the way, neighbor,
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Chuck is here with me. Good evening to you.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, neighbor.
Good evening to you, ma'am.
I like the passion in her voice, and my heart goes out to her for what she has been through. I grew up a little different. I was born in the Victoria Jubilee Line Hospital. We lived in West Kingston, but years later, my parents decided they do not want us to grow up there, and so they went to Northwest Indiana. And we grew up comfortably. You know, there were hardships, but we navigated well. We had, when people had to buy chicken back, we didn't have to because my father didn't like. He said we shouldn't be buying that part of the chicken while others eat the other parts, like the breast and the leg. So we did a little thing at the backyard, grilled chicken. We had stuff in the backyard because we were in the country. And so things were a little different, things were tight. Yes, if you want corn and flour and sugar, you had to maybe go miles to get it, to buy something else to get it. But we got through it, and I want to say to people tonight, those who you haven't decided yet, you need to make your decision. What is it you want for yourself and your family? When people who have been through it, because I was born in the 60s, people who have been through it say to you, choose Jamaica. Choose JLP. Don't be offended. And by now, a lot of people who are saying they're independent or they're undecided, they know very well what's happening, you know. And I must commend you as well, neighbor, for the work you're doing. And I want to shout out to my Prime Minister that I pray for you every day because you have stepped up. Your first term wasn't so well, but you got a good handle on it. And today, a lot of people are alive because you had a steady hand, especially in COVID. I lost my very best friend in COVID.
No.
I did. And I'm still not over it.
Yes,
But I
ma'am.
know many other persons could have lost their family and their friends.
Yes.
But the
Yes, ma'am.
steady hand he had on it, I said I thank God for him. And I must say he was chosen because the way how I see other people operate, I know they couldn't handle it. They would just put their hands up in the air and run to hide. And I said, with what happened with FinSac, I know a lot because I read a lot and I used to listen to my parents. They don't talk loud. They couldn't tell what they really are, but maybe you would hear the teeth if somebody says something that they're not in agreement with. We were not pushed to vote for JLP, but we saw what was happening, and as we grew older, we made our decision to vote for the Jamaica Labour Party from earlier. And I want to say, God is a good God, and I know Prime Minister has a very good hand on this. And I'm just praying that people will just decide what you really want. What is it you want? What do you read? What do you know? What have you learned? Because you're gonna say, I was born in the 80s and 90s. I don't know anything. Don't you have family members who have been through this rocky road? Couldn't get cornmeal to buy part for your babies, for your kids. You couldn't get flour. Things are being married. And right now when they let's talk about the health sector, I did my surgery in 2021 to remove parts of my spine. Let me say it was complimentary because I'm not saying it's free because I used to pay my taxes. So it wasn't free. It was complimentary, but the replacement parts in my back is for 200 and something thousand. And one of the doctors said to me, Miss, if you were doing this at the university hospital, it would be about $3 million. And that is no joke. But I did it at one of the public hospitals, and I did it complimentary. And I've said thank you to those surgeons. There were several of them in there. And after 10 and a half hours, I woke up. And today I'm just happy that everything is not where it should be, or things were not supposed to be reversed. But I'm happy where I am. And I can tell you that come September 3, I'll be at the door because I need to leave my house by 6:30. 6:15, 6:30, because I'm not gonna take anything for chance where no rainfall and me can't go out or thunder. No, I'm gonna be there early because I'm gonna make a statement that I want what is going on to continue by this Prime Minister. And when I tell you that I'm an old patient at a clinic and my medication per month is $30,000, almost 40. And I only buy when they don't have it. So I don't want nobody to tell me about I'm gonna make it affordable, which means I'll have to fork out every cent to buy medication or to pay at the hospital. When it was offered to us as free, people said it cannot happen. And now you'd be surprised to see why the people running down to get to the pharmacy first to get the free medication. The same people who cuss out Andrew and cuss out Bruce, they are the ones at the front of the line. Because guess what? So all of us, whether we are wearing orange or whether we're wearing green, and I want to say, keep up the good work. And I may not be as passionate as KK, but KK, I pray for you too, for the strength that you have, that you continue to do to make your voice heard, so others who don't understand or not willing to listen might just step back and say, yeah, I hear you. I'm listening. Because
thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Continue. Yes. So have a good weekend all, and God bless you all.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Okay. DC, Weldings.
Good night.
Yeah. Good night, sir.
I was just watching a program, and I automatically connect to your live. And what I have to say, why you have to condone so much stupid people on the program?
No. Hold on there. Hold on. You hold on there, sir. First of all,
Yeah.
to refer to a person as stupid is not to recognize your own self.
Neighbor, my apologies, but I have to leave you now. We'll talk tomorrow, okay?
Good. Hello, sir?
Yeah, I'm here now. Yeah.
Yes, there is no human that is stupid, sir.
But most of those people, some of those people come talking
No,
about
man.
PNPs
No,
doing.
don't call. Listen to me,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah.
Do not call a person stupid. Their arguments may be weak, and you may not agree with that. God
Right?
no create no stupid man, sir.
Okay.
You understand?
Understand.
Thank you.
Mm.
So a human being cannot be stupid because he's the highest of God's creation. Can't be stupid.
Okay. But most people just
By the way, you know
Yeah.
that it is a bit of a disrespect to God to call his creatures stupid.
Okay.
Would you want somebody to refer to your son as stupid? Your son?
I don't have a son, I have daughter.
Would you want somebody to call your daughters stupid?
No.
Even if they were lacking in intellectual acumen?
No.
You still wouldn't want them call them stupid, not true?
No.
There is no stupid personal lives. Okay?
But most people born in the 90s, like them have amnesia, don't know what them went through in the 90s under the PNP government.
Well,
if those 40,000 business never collapse, you don't feel like Jamaica would much better today more than how it be now.
yes, so they say hindsight is 2020. But history is an important guide in our future.
Yes.
And so I think that to go back is to go forward.
I born and grow in Upper Clarendon.
Yes.
And when I leave Upper Clarendon 97, you'd have a part down the Chort Hall named Sharp Orange Walk. And I was working in St. Ann January. And when I passed through that place, there is no more Orange Walk. All of that place is open woodland right now. No more Orange Walk. And people usually, most of who usually live in that place, most people usually thief it, most people usually live off of that Orange Walk. And right now, there is no more Orange Walk. The place is very run down. And when I was growing up, it's a PNP, NP was usually be the NP up at that side.
Yes, sir.
I don't know who is the NP right now for Upper Clarendon, but the NP first time is Chris Daly.
Yes, sir.
And the place is so run down right now. No young people hardly live in that community. Everybody move out.
Well,
as them leave school, them leave.
Yes, sir.
There's
Well,
no
they are looking for
development.
opportunities.
Yeah, there's no development.
They're looking for
And
opportunities.
young people need opportunity. And Jamaica Labour Party is the party for our opportunity.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Have to thank you, though, sir. Running out of time.
Okay. Have a good night.
Catch you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Kenroy?
Yes, sir. Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
How you do? It's been a
I'm not
while, eh?
bad. Yes.
Indeed. So, with nomination day on Monday, and
Yes.
not long from then, we will be going to the polls. There are a few stuff that I would want to point out to, or even speak of relative to Jamaicans going to the poll and what the frame of mind is supposed to be versus anything opposite to that.
Yes.
Jamaica is at a very crucial stage of its development.
It is.
It is. And now is not the time to play politics with this decision. Because a lot of politics has been playing, a lot of stuff, one of which I'll allude to right now is relative to bringing other persons to the Senate. Now, the highest law in our country is the constitution of the land. The constitution suggests a particular number of representatives to the Senate, that of the government side and that of the opposition. So when arguments are being swirled around on campaign trail to say that we're going to now incorporate should we win, the Maroons, members of the Maroons and members of the diaspora. Relative to the diaspora, there has been some level of pushback where that's concerned, stating that the person is not living in the country. And so I'm kind of uneasy as to whether or not I want that person to be on the bench where the laws of the land are concerned. But you can have somebody that lives in Jamaica who represent the diaspora. That
Yes,
could
sir.
work. But the Maroons and so forth and so on, I think it's a play on the minds of the electorate. Because you have, whoever is saying it, and I believe it's the opposition, so the opposition is saying that we're going to incorporate those persons. But I'll say to the opposition and point this to the electorate, that they can and they could have. They have a number of representatives on the Senate. So if it is that you were so interested in having members of the Maroon and members of the diaspora on the Senate bench, you could have appointed them with the number of appointees that you have. And these are the things
Yes.
that they come to the people of Jamaica about. That I just see flat out as tricks. The Jamaican people must be able to look and analyze which of these rhetorics are best or are coming from a truthful source. And I'll go back in closing to the point I made about this crucial time. The international image of Jamaica as we speak is in a very beautiful light. And anything in sports, especially football, where I'm more acquainted. If you're on the field and you have a team that is dominating, you don't make change unless the player is tired. I would put, and it doesn't seem as this government is tired. It seems to me that this government is fired up and ready to prove for the next 5 years some of the things that Jamaica and the Caribbean has never seen before. And
Wow.
I'll put this to you. Our unemployment rate, our crime rate, and our unemployment rate is not something to be made light of.
Yes.
When you see Usain Bolt and Shelley and Fraser Price and Bob Marley and Marcus Garvey, and you're in an international space and you see recognition are being given to those people, you feel good. When I am down and I want to prick up my spirit, I just go on YouTube and I type in 2008 Beijing Olympic 100-meter final.
Is that so?
And yes, and watch the race and see how Usain Bolt disseminate the track. And that perk up my spirit as a proud Jamaican. Oh, yes. Decimate the track.
Yes.
Now, to that end, when you realize, because not many Jamaicans are aware of this, when you realize that the lowest unemployment rate in Jamaica's history since independence, because we know that was not what the unemployment rate was in 1494 when Christopher Columbus landed on the shores of Jamaica.
Yes.
We don't know about that, but we know since 1962, the lowest unemployment rate in the history of the land happens under the Jamaica Labour Party. 3%.
That is true.
That 3%, there is no English speaking country on the face of the planet today that can boast about 3% unemployment rate. None.
None, sir?
None. And if you think you can find one, I will wait.
Well,
there is no English speaking country on the face of the planet that can celebrate 3% unemployment rate. So when you go to the polls, in the back of your mind, see who has a better handle on this country.
Sorry. Go with those unemployment figures again for me.
I say to you,
yes, sir,
that the unemployment figure of Jamaica, 3%. There is no English speaking nation on the face of the planet that can celebrate that kind of numbers. And when you find it, tell me, I will wait.
That Jamaica has the best unemployment figures in
the English speaking world.
Is that so?
Get there. Get there. And when you find it, tell me. I'm waiting.
But my goodness, sir.
When the opposition speak.
Repeat that for me. Repeat that for me, sir.
I said there is no country where the language, the native language is English on the face of the planet that can celebrate as we speak today a 3% unemployment rate. None. 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 And when the opposition speak about unemployment, what they have to say is these are low-skilled jobs. But they don't tell you that Jamaica have that kind of number. And that's the history. I give you one more. Our democracy. No, we cannot levy this at the feet of Andrew Holness entirely. But most certainly, our democracy has been sustained and maintained under the Andrew Holness-led administration as one of the best in the world. Now, there are 17 countries that can brag that their democracy has never been compromised. 17 countries on the face of the earth. There is none white democracy or nation that can be compared to the Jamaican sustenance of its democracy. None. And when you find the nation, let me know.
What you saying to me, sir?
Where their democracy has never been compromised. When you find it, tell me. 17. Jamaica is the only non-white democracy that has been upheld. We came close to a tarnish of our democracy when we were at the verge of a civil unrest in the 80s and the 90s. That's the closest we came to our democracy being compromised. After that, there is none. When you go to the polls,
yes, sir,
bear in mind that these are among the achievements of the Jamaica Labour Party in 9 years.
Say them again.
I say to you that one, our unemployment rate, and if we're gonna go at crime, in the 90s, the first time Jamaica recorded 1,000+ murder was under PJ Patterson. Yes?
Yes, sir.
From then until sometime last year, Jamaica was considered the murder capital of the world.
Yes, sir.
Yes? These are points that the opposition avoids.
Well,
because there's no argument to mount against them. Hello?
Hello?
And I'll say this. In 25 years, I know people who would have worked, lived, and would have died and never see this kind of murder rate, the reduction of the murder rate in this country. And I put it to you.
Yes, sir.
I put it to you.
Put it to them.
I have lived in a Jamaica where I did not believe that crime could have been reduced in the way in which it is reduced now.
Yes, sir.
There is no crime that we're now experiencing. Many Jamaicans can say or join in agreement with me that they did not believe this in their wildest dreams. It makes me believe then.
I'm having a little sips up right here.
That I am led to believe now that there could be other areas of improvement that the Andrew Holness-led administration can explore.
Yes.
My people, with all due respect, there is no other option for growth development in this country outside of the Jamaica Labour Party. No.
Wow.
And when you find it, I am here. I am waiting. That is the distance, that's the dichotomy between the PNP and the Jamaica Labour Party. It makes me also think the kind of achievement that the JLP have achieved.
Yes, sir.
Where was this? Is it possible that this was there? These were there and never been explored? I'm literally thinking along that line. If whether or not the PNP robbed us.
Robbed us, sir?
Robbed us of this growth and development, or deprived us, delayed us. That's my thought process when it comes on to the PNP. Because 18 years under the PNP and 9 years under the JLP, it is far and wide. That's my thought process. I speak. It is far and wide. No, I'm not going to say that the improvement of the country did not occur under the PNP. That's not what I'm saying. And I put this clause. If I wanted to say that, I know very well how to do it. Yes, if that is what I wanted to say, I would have said that. That's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making is that the development of the country under the PNP versus the development of the country under Andrew Holness, it's far and wide. It's evident. The numbers are there. What I would ask, what I would ask of the government going forward, we have to take a holistic and comprehensive look at our education.
Yes, sir.
We cannot afford to allow for our education to be placed on the back burner like St. Thomas was placed on the back burner for many years. We cannot treat education in this country the way in which St. Thomas was treated in times of old. We cannot do that. And we are to hold the government accountable for ensuring that our education numbers begin to rise. We cannot afford that. And I say that because of this. I believe that the Jamaican teachers are the best teachers in the world.
Are they?
Yes, I believe it. Because when Jamaican teachers go into other jurisdictions and begin to perform, they are the ones that are outperforming the native. And if that is so, it supports my reasoning to say that they are the best teachers in the world. And
well, I've enjoyed talking to you, but I'm out of time. And I would no, seriously. Could you just inbox me your number?
Yes.
Inbox me your number as soon as you hang up.
Yes.
I'd like to talk to you. I would like to talk to you tomorrow when I come on.
Right. Most certainly.
Just inbox me and I'll be looking out for your text, sir. I really appreciate the information.
Good night, Mr. Neighbor.
No, you don't worry yourself. I'm coming to you next. Ken Roy, inbox me your number. We'll talk off the air.
All right, good. Perfect.
Fascinating contribution. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Great. Wow, that was some presentation.
That is so true, Mr. Neighbor. Good night, panel. Good night, everyone.
Neighbor is fine, sir.
Yeah, and he well equipped. And you know, my biggest fear is, Mr. Neighbor, right? Is for the people. And when I view things and see things, and when it come on to politics, election and so on, Jamaican people take it deep to their heart. And that's what really I worried about. And in the way how I worried about it is like, me know you, you know me, you are PNP, or you are Labour, I am PNP, and we are in the same community. And we'll war against one another over who should be in the House of Parliament leading the country. And still, whatever decision made by the Jamaica people, by we, right? We're gonna live with the situation for what, 4 years, 9 years, 10 years, 18 years, but still it, right? We try to arm each other within the election. Because I was watching a clip earlier on TikTok, and on that tent, PNP Labour mix up, and they've been dashing cheer at each other. Maybe if they did have weapon there, they will stab it. No, I am 50 and I never vote in my life. The leaders of this country never do anything for me. They never offer me any job. I go out there and I fend it for myself, and I will never vote. But if a person gonna go,
sir, you're misinformed, and your arguments are weak.
Really?
Yes, they are. Do you drive, sir?
Yes, sure I do.
You drive on the road?
Yes, yes,
Do you have electricity?
yes,
What about internet?
yes,
Those are government initiatives, you
yes,
know.
and I pay for them. So
Yes, you
all I'm asking, and this is what I'm not
hold on.
bashing PMP, I'm not bashing Labour Right. I never vote. Who's to ever lead in the country?
Sir,
Once they can
sir,
lead it into the right direction, I have no problem.
sir,
But
are you going to
what I
vote?
have no, what
Are
I
you
have
going to
problem
vote?
with,
Are you going to
what
vote?
Mr. Neighbor, what I
Are you
have
going to?
problem with,
Are you going to vote?
Mr. Neighbor,
I've given you 2 minutes to talk, and you can't even sit up. You
what
can't
I
even.
have problem with, sir, what I have problem with is not the leaders of the country.
Is what?
It's we the people that going out and vote, not gonna
So
vote and put the.
we mustn't vote for nobody. We mustn't stay.
Of course. No, what I have problem with, Mr. Neighbor, is we try to kill each other.
No killing
over
is
politics.
no unaliving is going on. Listen, man. No
Yeah,
unaliving.
unalive.
No
Each
unaliving
other
is going on.
over.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
unalive
What
each
you
other.
expect?
Over.
What you expect the people to do? What is it you want to say to the people?
If you're gonna vote, like as I recommend earlier on under the tent, if you're gonna vote, vote in peace, vote in love, unity.
But that is what is happening, sir. That is what is happening. All right, sir.
Well, if that's how you see it, but based off of what I saw earlier on, by that one little clip and so on, it's really disturbing.
Yes, but you know, sir, you can't use one little clip to broad brush an entire island. That does not suggest that we are having political violence at all. We have not had major political violence since 1980, to be fair.
Yes. But if we don't be careful and ask direction from the Almighty, the Creator that put us here, it will lead to that.
This is a new country, you know. We're not going back there, I can tell you that. We're not going back there. Have a great night, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
Best wishes to you. Bye-bye.
Your neighbor, good night.
Hi.
What you do?
What you doing, man?
I wish this young man would give me somewhere which I could start from.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, let me see if I can make a thing for myself. The man before him spoke, really have his facts and speak, can give you a good lesson. I have two little points here that I want to make to you.
Yes, sir.
I know for sure that the children have given Mr. Damian Crawford a hit in his neck back, because I know he was hoping that we have a failure, that he can run with it. But now, thank God, the children have get up, the teachers have get up, and everybody has get up, and through God's love and willing, we have a great pass rate. I think it's one of the biggest, as long as I know.
Congratulations to all the students.
Yes, congratulations to the student, the teachers, and the parents. So when they come up here and tell us that education is failing and this is this and this and that, they never remember that we're coming out of a pandemic when everybody was at home. Many people don't even have internet at home.
Yes.
But they want to run with it to blind the people who follow them as if that, yes, this is something good they are saying. Neighbor, I remember about 3 months ago, we were having a conversation. And I told you, I remember at the time, that I am scared. I have this little scaredness in my mind that these people will disappoint us again the same way as them do it in 89.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you remember that conversation.
I certainly do.
I can tell you, sir, for certainty, I know of a certainty now that the JLP will be winning this election by about 42, 40 seats the least.
You're saying the Labour
Don't
Party
be too
will win.
surprised. Between 40 to 42 seats. And don't be too surprised. Don't be too surprised if you don't hear them win 50.
50?
Don't be too surprised.
5-0? What are you saying to me? What are you saying to me, my brother?
I'm expecting them to win between, if all of those seats that is leaning here are there, remember they can get them, you know. The election is already called.
Yes.
One of the copies of the manifesto is out. Which copy one? The next manifesto is yet to come. Now, to where I see this People's National Party people and the type of people that they put in to run for seats, and I will say it again with no apology, I haven't seen anybody. And I'm using this medium to let the people who are listening know that I don't see there have anyone in the party at this time with any quality of setting up a government. And that is where I'm scared. And that is where Jamaicans should be scared. If you are running an election that you don't put people in position that can match the people them that is there, then you're already lost.
Brilliant.
Because you cannot take a man from out of ABC and put him in a where they call it now, sit in the class. So I don't see anybody in the People's National Party to run a government. I don't see any, to tell you the truth. I haven't seen any. You see, because 2 or 3 persons cannot run a government, it take a team.
Yes.
You see,
Why
so that's
you
I know the time. I know the time is against it.
Yes. What an amazing point you made. Great. Great, brother.
Yeah, so you see that. So I'm trying to tell these people up here, they must look and ask themselves, who is going to, if just for instance, God forbid, and the People's National Party win this election, where is the people that they are going to use to run the government? Because if you are running an election to win and to want to form a government, you must put people in the position which people can look upon.
Good point, sir. Good point.
Run a government. You can have people and say telling you about blood and fire, and you have another one saying we not the only, not like that we must hate them, and those type of things. Those are the people you're going to give him government ministry. You see, so maybe we are not looking, but I'm speaking to these people here now. One other thing, and I want it may sound the least, but I heard Mark Golden said that he's going to empower the communities. I would love to know, what does he mean? Empower the communities. Is he telling me that he's going to give Dan back to the communities to run the communities again and to keep the people quiet? You see, I would really love to know in a neighbor, because I can understand. A man publicly said, and in his manifesto said, he's going to promote back the people, he's going to power back the people, the communities. So it give me food for thought, and it let me think, if we are going back to where we were a few years ago, I don't want that. Not for my grandchildren.
I have to leave it there.
Yeah, I won't keep up much of your time.
Take good care of yourself.
The other little thing that I hear him said again, I think it's in an interview, say will not go with the program that the Prime Minister had because he's there to do something different from what is there. So what is going to happen? He's going to abandon everything that is good for Jamaica now and bring in fame? These are the questions which Mark Golding supposed to be answering, you know.
Solid on the night here, Uriel. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Yes, sir, so you take care.
This
you
is
keep
fantastic.
up the good work, my brother.
Yes. 22 minutes after 11 o'clock, and we're still here, but we're going to go now. Saying good night to all my friends in Canada, the United States, and Grenada. I don't know how to live without your love. I was born to make you happy. Oh my goodness, I'm going now. Signing off.